What is rounding? Now let's just look at leading from the place value. Right, rounding is when you're talking about to the nearest 10, 100,000 to the nearest unit. Okay, so the key thing we're going to focus on here, right? Let's just start looking at the same thing. So the key number, a key number here, very important. Let's just look at this: 5,555, 0.5, 0.05, 0.005. Okay, the key thing here, when we're talking about 0.5, so the decision here, right, when rounding, okay, if the number is 5 or more, we add 1. Below 5, the number stays same, or the number remains the same. So the best thing is to look at examples. So remember the key thing here: 5,555 unit, 0.5, 0.05, 0.005. Okay, the next thing here, let's just look at some actual work example to make this much clearer. So we got here round to the nearest 10. Okay, so what we need to do here to make the decision, we got 48. So 48, what I'm going to do here is draw the line, get into the practice of draw the line here. So 48, we're going to look at the unit, and we're looking at the 10. So if the unit number, run into the nearest 10. So if the unit number is 5 or more, we add 1 to the 10 number. So in this case, 48 is 50. So we round up. And also, just to judge this for you, okay, if we look here, right, this number would 48 is between, just use a number line to illustrate this a bit better. So we got 40 here, you'd have 45 in the center, and you got 50 here. Okay, so which is it closer to? Right, this number is closer to 48. It's about here. So 48, right, is closer to 50. Okay, so looking at this again, so let's just go through some more example here. So we got here 56. So again, it's the unit number here is 5 or more, so this is close to 60. So that's B. Look at C, 73. So looking at the unit number to make my decision, Okay, if we look at the unit number here, is this number 5 or more? So this is what I mean by the 10 number remain the same. So this is 70. Okay, because the 3 is below 5. Right, if we look at D now, D is 85. So the question I'm going to ask myself here, is this number 85? Right, looking at the unit number is 5 or more, so we add 1 to the 10 number, so that's 90. E, 8. That is just the unit number, so we need to add 1, so that's 10. Okay. And F, 98. Okay. That goes to 100. And why that goes to 100? If you look here, right, that's 8 is 5 or more, so you add 1 onto 9, so you got 10. So 98 is closer to 100. Okay, that's rounding to the nearest 10. Now let's just now move on to rounding to the nearest 100. So now to make the decision, I'm going to look at the 10, right, and it's going to have an impact on the 100. So if we should look at the first question here, we got 4, 5, 9. So I'm going to draw my line between the 100 and the 10. So now I'm going to look at, basically, is the 10 number 5 or more? Yes. So now the answer is 500. Looking at, so that's A. Looking at B, we got 7, 6, 6. Again, draw my line between the 100 and the 10. You can see here it's a 6, so it's 5 or more. It's more than 5, so now we got 800. Looking at C, got 333. Draw my line between the 3's here. It's below 5, so the answer is 300. Got D, 450. Key thing here, draw my line between the 100 and the 10. So it's the 10 is 5. So it's 5 or more, or you increase the 100 by 1, so that's 500. E, 88. So you can see here, it's 8 is the 10 is basically 5 or more, so that's round to 100. F, 969. So the line is between the 10 and the 100. So you can see here 6 is higher than 5, so we increase. So we got 1,000. Next, rounding to the nearest 1,000. So now we're going to look at the 100, and we're going to look, it's going to have an impact on the 1,000. So my decision A, 3400. My line goes between the 100 and the 1,000. 4 is less than 5, so it's 3,000. B, 2,410. The line go between the 2 and the 4, 2,400. So here you can see it is going to be 2,000. C, 6,600. The line go between the 6 and 6. So 6 is higher, so 7,000. D, 4,870. Very important, you draw your line between the 1,000 and the 100. So this is going to be 5,000. E, 3,333. $3,000. Because you can see there the 3 is below 5. F, 9,896. So you can see here it is 10,000. Okay, rounding to the nearest whole number. So we're looking at the first decimal place, and that have an impact on the whole number. So first one is A, 2.67. So we're looking at the first decimal place here. Draw the line, look at the first decimal place here. So to the first whole number, 2. So to the nearest whole number is 3. So 2.6. Okay. Next, B, 4.29. So you can see decimal place. I'm not putting the line there. Okay, so looking at the 2, okay, so this is the 2 first decimal place is below 5, so that's 4. C, 6.34. First decimal place is below 5, so that's 6. D, 1.78. So again, looking at the first decimal place is above 5, so it's 2. E 2.51. So the first decimal place is 5, so 3. Now I'm just gonna do J and leave the others for you to do. So J, put that in red here, J. Okay, you got 9.671. Still, doesn't worry. Look at the first decimal place here, 6. So this answer is 10. Okay, you add 1 to the 9, you get 10. So it's very important you understand what's going on. Round to 1 decimal place. So we need 1 decimal place in our answer. So to get 1 decimal place, to write the first one out, A. So you got 34.63. So this got 2 decimal place. So 1 decimal place, I'm putting it between the first decimal place and second decimal place. So here we go. So this is, looking at the 3 here, this is 34.6. B, 7.827. Right. Again, looking at the first decimal place, second decimal place. So this is 7.8. C, 3.4962. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal place. Don't worry about that. You're only focusing on your second decimal place, right? Second decimal place here is 9. So the answer here is 3.5. H come to my attention again. So look at this carefully. H. Leave the rest for you to have a go at. 5.98. Okay. So the line goes between the first decimal place, second decimal place, but what will happen here? You increase, right, by 1, it then have a knock-on effect because it's going to be 10. So you carry the 1, so it's going to be 6. And to indicate that is 1 decimal place, and you know it's 1 decimal place, is 6.0. Have a go at the rest, please. So I've done enough there for you to have a go. Next, round to 2 decimal place. So in my answer, I need 2 decimal place. So if we look at the first, I'm going to do the first 4. So the first for A, 73.124. So we're looking at our first, leave that alone, so you go to the second and third. So 2 decimal place. Looking at the third decimal place is below 5. So the answer is 73.12. B, 8.9572. Okay, need this to 2 decimal place. So we'll need the third and the second. So the answer here is 8 point, okay, 8.96. Next, C, 3.4209. So 2 decimal place, this is 3.42. D, 7.5613. 2 decimal place. So we go to the second and third, between the second and third. So the answer is 7.56, because it's a 1, it's below 5. Have a go at E, F, G, and H. 3 decimal place. So we look at A, right? Where does the line go? The line go between 6 and 3. So the answer there is 3, which is the third. Sorry, which is the fourth. That make the decision for the third. So that's below 5. So the answer is 6.246. B. Again, it goes between 6 and 2. So we need 3 numbers of decimal point. So B, it's 0.876. C, it's 0.735. D, not 0.786. You can see here the 2 is below 5. So let's just summarize rounding. Rounding is very powerful, understanding rounding, because it helps, right? So linking from, right, place value, understanding rounding. The next thing I'm going to look at, right, is significant figure. So basically 5 is very important. 5 or more, you add 1. Okay. Below 5, stays the same. Okay. Now, moving on, we're going to look at significant figure. So, looking at rounding to one significant figure, what is significant figure? So that's the next lesson. Okay, so this lead nicely on, right? So we go to place value, then rounding, then we're going to look at significant figure. These are very important key points that you will need in your exam.